All right, now I've got to weigh in on this. John Davidson and what he shouted out at the BAFTAs. Now, Tourette's, let's assume that he has actually got that, and that's real. Now, the first time I ever heard about Tourette's, I read about it in the book The Green Mile by Stephen King. We're going back. And it was about an old lady. There was an old lady in the story. She developed Tourette's and started swearing. Started going off at the mouth, running off at the mouth and calling everybody names. And I saw a documentary, John's Not Mad, about him, this guy, John Davidson. Him going around swearing, calling everybody names. And it was seen as light entertainment. It was seen as funny. It was hilarious, him swearing. Now, Lee Francis of Bo Selector fame, he did a piss take, where he had Gareth Gates, stuttering, but also doing this Tourette's thing where he calling out stupid shit. And he mixed it up, and it was, again, hilarious, funny. Now, John Davidson, he'll be listed on Google as an activist now, won't he? A very clever guy. He is clever. Now, I'm going to say it. I don't believe in this Tourette's load of bullshit. I do believe that there is Tourette syndrome. But apparently only 15% of people with Tourette's have got this problem where they shout things out like that. Nasty shit. Horrible shit. And I think he's worked something out, this loudmouth yob. That he can call people names. He can say whatever the fuck he wants and get away with it. And if you don't like it, it's because you're behind the times. And you don't understand that he's got a problem. He can't help it. Now, the movie about him, I swear. Yes, I swear, things just come out of my mouth. But also, I'm serious. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. I swear. Because there have been allegations. There has been finger-pointing at him. He's making this up. He's lying. It's not real, this. People don't buy it. It's going to have to be the deep dive, this, because nobody won at the BAFTAs by him going and doing that. Nobody won. The whole thing was shambolic. It was a shame what happened. Now, let's just say that, yes, he has got Tourette syndrome. Yes, he can't help it. He can't stop himself from doing this. Well, yeah, okay then. Understandable. But he shouldn't have been invited. Why? Because he's got previous for doing this. Go and look. There's videos on YouTube. Now, I put one up tonight earlier, and it got took down. And I got, accused by YouTube of hate speech. Now, I didn't say a word. I didn't show up in the video. All I did was clip a video that's already on YouTube of him doing this previously out on the streets. Shouting that word, that word. Shouting it out and about on the streets. In a documentary called Tourette's de France or something like that with Keith Allen, that gobshot. And he's going around, this guy. And he's doing that, he's saying that word at top, he's calling it people on the streets. Now, if I can find that within just a couple of minutes of looking, how did nobody at the BBC notice this? Now, again, nobody wins, do they? We're all losers because of the BBC. Because they want to be everybody's best friend. They want to be so inclusive. But they're exploiting everybody. They're exploiting every situation. So they've invited him. They said it's only right that he comes along to this because, there's a film about his life. Now, I wouldn't have invited him. He wouldn't have been there. I'd have said he's not coming. Well, what do you mean? Why not? Because he's going to shout some offensive shit out. It's going to be awkward for everybody. We've got the creme de la creme of Hollywood here. And then we've got that gobshite shouting out all kinds of shit. Whether he can help it or he can't, he ain't coming. Now, if he was a friend of mine, I wouldn't have him round my kids. I wouldn't introduce him to my friends and family. I'd say no. Why? Because he'll offend you. Because his nasty mouth, the shit he comes out with. He's demonically possessed. He can't help it, apparently. Now, he can or he can't. But he's the godfather. He'll usher in a new load of gobshots. That guy. There'll be many a kid who's seen him and gone, I can do that. You know, so you can picture little Tommy at the table with his family. Christmas Day. They're all eating dinner. All the adults are talking. They're not paying him any attention. And then him, little Tommy, wank, bollocks, shit. His mum, what? What was that? I'm sorry, Mummy. I couldn't help it. Well, you'd better. Don't let me hear you saying that again. What was that? Next thing you know, cock, wank, bollocks, shit, piss. Tommy, go to your room. And then him. Oh, I'm so misunderstood. Have you not seen? It's a thing, this. You know, I've developed it. I've got it. I can't help it. I come out with all this outlandish shit. I can't stop it. I'm sorry. Please. You know, and then the family go, how can we make this advantageous for us? How can we make this work for us? So when little Tommy's in the shops and he starts with his mouth calling people names. Shit, wank, poo, cock, fuck you, shit, bug, bollocks, wank. And people are, oh my God, and they're aghast. Oh dear. Then Tommy's family, but what are you looking at? He can't help it. He can't help this. You look away, you. Who do you think you are? And little Tommy with his fucking mouth. You know, he'll run off at the mouth then. And maybe he will become famous like him. This guy. With his fucking gobby load of shit. Now there's a guy, is it Pete from Big Brother? He had Tourette's. Is it Pete Bennett? Whistling, wank, bollocks, shit, piss, perf. Fake. It's fake, guys. It's not real. Now, he could have gone to the awards, John. He could have gone. But I'd have said, yeah, you're going with a ball gag in your mouth. You know, he could have put his hands over his fucking mouth, couldn't he? And not shouted that. And not made it awkward for everybody. Ruined everybody's night with that. But, you know, he's been invited. This will be a guy who dines out on the fact that he told the Queen to go fuck herself. Fuck the Queen. All this shit. He'll have laughed about that many a time. Told that story on many an occasion. Sat across from people. Guess what I did? I told the Queen to go and fuck herself. When I met her, that's what I did. Oh, John, you're so funny. Now, there's loads of documentaries about this guy, with him doing this. And again, he's surrounded by others. Now, this Tourette's, yes, I think some of them have got it. The tics, things like that, they can't help that. You know, the rapid blinking and the goofy ways. They can't help it. God bless them. You know, it must be horrible, that. But I'm not buying this. Can't stop swearing. Can't stop causing bother. Can't stop shouting out nasty, horrid shit. So yeah, go and have a look. There's videos on YouTube. He's got previous. He's done it before. So the BBC, the BAFTAs, they should have known this. And they should have said, there's no chance. We're not having him ruin this for us. But no. The BBC, they have to tick all the boxes, don't they? So he has to be given a chance. Now, they didn't have to air any of this, the BBC. They could have blanked it all out. They could have done that. But again, they didn't. Because they want to exploit everything, everybody. They want to fuck the world. They hate everything. They hate everybody. And they want to see it all destroyed. And this is a perfect opportunity to do that. Absolutely wonderful. So yeah, well done the fucking BBC. And there was no need for any of this. And whether he's got the Tourette's, John, or not, He should have never been there. This should have never happened. This is bad. This is pathetic. This is sad. And you know, those poor guys that were up on the stage, you know, him out there yelling things like that at them. No need. No need. It needn't have happened, any of this. It shouldn't have happened. It was preventable. How do you stop it? You don't invite the gobshite. You don't let him come. You tell him, you know, thanks, but no thanks, you're not coming. What? You can't be trusted. You'll fucking ruin it. You're poisonous. You'll say nasty, horrible shit. Now he's put out an apology, hasn't he? Or his publicist has. Because if you was to hear the real apology, he can't give an interview again, the guy. It's fucked him. It's fucked his life. Because if you was to ask him about it, it'd trigger him. And he'd start again, shouting all that. Saying the worst things. And, you know, you've got a lot of people now that are against him, that don't like him, that don't believe this. That, you know, they're thinking he could have helped it. He could have helped himself. He could have not said that. You know, Jamie Foxx has put out a tweet, hasn't he? He said he meant it. And, yeah, I think he did. So he's fucked his life, the guy. He has. So it's no winners. There are no winners from this. The only winners from this are these fucking kids that are coming up who'll have spotted this and gone, I could try that. That'll work for me. So the next time Nanny's around, they'll be like, suck this, Grandma. Fuck you.